The home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. You look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
This is 2nd and 8.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Move the team.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the Giants first down.
14. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Hey, 0. 19.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Cardinals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd and 7. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Come back, come back. Hey, Ace.
Here's Murray. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey. Deuce.
Snap comes to Murray and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, Goodson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Easy. Omaha. 2.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hey. Omaha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run on first down. Goodson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Coach.
Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Goodson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points in their arm.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion, Slayton. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, New York.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 10.
Hey, hold on. Easy. Buzz. Omaha. Stop.
Now Murray off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Giants 14, Cardinals 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On second down now, Goodson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the... Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation, because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one too low.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Wilson going to change things up here. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Slayton.
14. Look left. Spot that. Good.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Moore, the man in motion. Play action. Now it's Murray. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Big ace. Hey, tempo.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Out to his left. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it it in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, shift. Move.
To throw, it's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Murray now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Carlos Basham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey. Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
His impatience has to be bumbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Swim.
Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. The pitch goes to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Catch made by Slayton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go. Screen it.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Touchdown, New York.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Giants 24, Cardinals 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Throwing now is Murray. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what it...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Cardinals take over at 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Goodson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Wilson. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd down, Goodson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 17-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's got it. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. From the 4 now, third and goal.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
So you think power?
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
and that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One left. Move the team. 14.
Wilson will throw again. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
That's complete to Slayton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, inevitably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get to put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, that's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get to put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not, get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get to put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity you suck. Home made way for a prodigy. Just down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get to put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it 10 when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a how close we is. You cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything. You don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them. Oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley. I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently. Now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down. Trying to show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn. We don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it 10 when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking on mall, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a cyst on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it 10 when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin' it, you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount King, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that shit on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind.
Here we go, shot! Ready? On the set.
I told
Ready?
push to. Hallelujah.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Go.
Push to. The road don't matter every night. Cause shadow is the black light. Matter how I know. Push to. The road don't matter every night. Cause shadow is the black light. Matter how I know. Push to. We told them we was kings. We showed them the machine. I been gave them the keys. I been flew overseas. I been knew I'm a queen. I been knew I was free. I told them. I been whipping the road. I been booking the shows. I been taking the. They been calling me dough. I been picking the clothes. I been knew I was gold. I told them. I told them I would make 1 million. I showed them how I black building. I told them and I showed them. I told them I'm a black reptilian. I told you that should expose you. Need an exposure. Lean on my shoulder. Sticking the folded. This picture the homies eating. Penitentiary teachers. We selling slavery sentence. My Twitter feed never mention these. Feeding our children these. But in the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention. These getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black and I can see the rap. And I believe in cap. And I agree with cap. I believe in rap. I believe that I'm that. Hallelujah. I told that. Push to. Hallelujah. I told that. Push to.
Let's go now. Ready? Come on. Ready? Ready?
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the building when you winning. When you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how it is. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do, but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they can tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, so they used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking, I'm walking it back on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashing with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch me like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen a vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. Was I never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Point 'em out, point 'em out.
On the ready. Ready.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We been movers, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. On the rim, hit the button with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing. Ain't know it's for real. Touch it. Tryna give me your meal. You want you some pilots. You got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh to this year. I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that don't make you sit down. Boy, like a D lineman, but still making touchdowns. Get them in their hometown. I ain't here now one time. I been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him and him.
Real.
your hood like I weather the streets. My label be good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a deal and I got off the block. Cause the hater put that in the watch. The ice on my neck is so shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bet in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on your neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my ex said that they had time to wait. Like and I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they told me the black and you jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Block and hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way, you know you do is text and listen.
Shut up! Here we go, here we go! Ready, ready?
There you go. No, don't go think I don't want enough. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me.
Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My go, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get. Don't send him the car. He finna get blessed on. I get the pay, but I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on.
He play dumb, get his gone. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Nah, I'm hard to reach. I'm about my cheese. I'm moving around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, really better get your groove on.
And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking, then we get it started. Pull up in the U-Haul. You get your move
And they
on.
know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pin in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they don't get enough. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit.
I try that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they my young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed, now anything under 18, just like met this from the club. You like part 3, I think it ain't lit yet.
No, we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. No, I'm on a paper chase, my little whip on cruise control.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobechuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership will drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like an art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado, bye.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, earlier they were all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, you block. Jump out. 26. Cali. Don't left, Cali. Look again.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Israel Abanikanda with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
21.
Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Catch and a 1st down from Parker, who you might remember was dealt in division to the Patriots from Miami before last season. Settled into his role as the team's deep threat, averaging over 17 yards per reception.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 leaving. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will McDonald in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Jones. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go to Elliott again, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's Jones on third down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Get 300. Get 300. We are going.
Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Paul on to give up the middle. Fighting through, and he's got space. The right end. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
21.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the... The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First down, Patriots.
Here we go. 11.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chuck Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but somehow offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
45-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Wide left.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
26. All right.
On play action, now Rodgers. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Jets! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
42 line to kick off for the Jets.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones. A dump off to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, Jones. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing, Jones. Going deep here for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick Chad Ryland for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On the return is Jones. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw. Jones. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Thornton, the motion man right. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Jones throw here, taken in by Gesicki. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Jones looking to change the play.
Here we go. 21. 12.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Go to 50. Inside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
21, Patriots 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, 54 yards. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Chad Ryland will kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 157 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Inside.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They're leading the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Rodgers' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, 88.
Back to throw, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right.
That is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10. Jones. He's got Elliott.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
Here's first down. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Here we go. 11. 12.
Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. To throw is Jones. To the sideline and incomplete. Down to their final play and got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion.
Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here. The ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit.
Listen.